from, it's a Republican city, it's a Republican county, and for shoplifting, they upped the charges for shoplifting of alcohol to a first-degree robbery. I mean, I want to say that the reason why they did that is because it's not white boys that are out stealing alcohol. Okay? Not as much as it is on native land. We have another epidemic, and it's alcoholism. Well, there's a bathroom coming up.
The bathroom, there's a business right here on the right. You can go in there and use the bathroom.
So I just want to share with you guys that this jail, the youth jail, the prisons, we have many of our relatives in there. And these laws are fit and made for brown and black kids. That's what they're made for, brown and black people. It's meant to lock us up. It's meant to erase us. I say, defund the police. All of us. And how do we decriminalize Seattle? Well, we make our leaders, we vote our leaders in, we vote black and brown. And why we vote black and brown? Okay? They put the money back into our communities. They put the money into black communities, to restoration of culture, to decolonize a system that was meant to erase us, to oppress us. And so I just wanted to say that we fully support this. And those names that I mentioned were all relatives that were murdered by police. So thank you for remembering those and saying those with us. Tatiana.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Back to the future, huh?
joking, but the police, the de-escalation of police, we need more than just de-escalation. We need to learn a whole new way of working with our community. Oscar did not speak English very well. He did not understand. And also for people that aren't from here, that don't have their papers or their citizenship, are very afraid of being sent back. So he was afraid. That should never be a reason for the police to escalate a situation to shooting him 8 times. That's not okay. So thank you.
Surround yourself with pick a side, because literally everybody's picking a side in this world right now, and we are all on one side because we are all here together. So I know what side y'all on. Do y'all know what side your friends are on? Do y'all know what side your family's on? Because if you don't, you need to go talk to them and find out.
It's not just your family,
Your co-workers, the people you hang with, people walking down the street. Literally, I'm holding everybody accountable. We hold everybody accountable everywhere we go. Literally, randomly walking down the street, asking people whose lives matter. That's literally how we find each other in stores. Whose lives matter? That's literally how we find each other in stores in public. We literally do this every day. And everybody else should be doing the same thing every day. Calling out the people in your life, calling out the people around you. Hell, even random strangers walking down the sidewalk. Call their ass out and see what side they're on. Does everybody have to pick a side now? That's it. That's all I got.
Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. All right, everybody. See, this is the thing. Whenever you get snacks, you don't litter. No littering.
All right. So what we're doing right here is we're watching coverage from the Decrim Seattle protests going from the youth jail down to City Hall. Also, what's happening right now is there's only about 4 amendments left. There's the city council's been moving very fast. One of the big amendments was Councilmember Sawant's for a $54 million cut to the Seattle Police Department budget. That amendment was shot down. 1 vote, which she voted for herself, 7 against, and then 1 abstainment. So as soon as the city council vote is done, then I'm also going to be joined by Kevin Schofield from SCC Insights, as well as Marcus Green from South Seattle Emerald. So I'll check back in with you in a bit. We're going to go back to Erik Kalligraphy, who is doing the live coverage right there. It looks like they're on about 5th and Jackson. They're right down there in Jackson, downtown Seattle.
I absolutely love this piece right here. None of us are free until all of us are free. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely.
All right, so we see right here that the group of protesters and gone from the youth detention center down now to the international district on Jackson Street. That's my colleague Erik Calligraphy, who's down there with the stream. And not a lot of surprises thus far coming out of City Hall. There's still 4 amendments that are left to vote out of in committee. One thing that we do know is Councilmember Sawant's ambitious amendment, $54 million, that was shot down quickly. She was the only vote that she got. So 1 vote for the amendment, 7 votes against it, and 1 abstention. They say the proof's in the pudding, or I guess it's in the committee vote. So we've got about 4 more amendments to go that they're voting on, and then we'll be joined by Marcus Green of the South Seattle Emerald, and as well as Kevin Schofield of SCC Insight. And until then, we'll send the coverage back over to Erik Calligraphy, who's with the protesters now down in the International District. I'm live. All right, so we're gonna get Erik back right there. Here's Erik right here. Call him on the phone. There you go. Give him whatever instruction you guys need to right there. Hey man, live TV ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? But the best thing is I'm used to talking about this stuff, and this is one thing that we're seeing right now. It's pretty interesting. I'll take this earpiece out for the moment. One thing that we're interested in that we see right now is, how it's really happening. This is we've seen a process go from being vocalized in the streets to then going into City Hall. We've seen City Hall work, and where we're seeing it work right now, we're seeing our processes up close and personal. It's a lot of people who've never really paid attention to this process before. And so no matter what, it's bringing a lot of new people into the process, so to speak. The protest left earlier, as far as the protest side of things, big one. It's a very big crowd that they have there that left the youth detention center and made their way down Jackson Street into the International District. And then from the International District, they're going to go over there to City Hall. Like I said, there's only a few amendments that are left. They're checking in with me right now. Yeah, it's about 4 amendments left. There was a consent packet earlier, and what a consent packet is that when all of the council members agree on, when all of them agree on an amendment, then they'll bundle them all together. So it looks like they agreed on about 10 or 12 amendments, and those amendments were bundled together. And so that actually went through. That was about a third of the amendments right there. And like I said, Councilmember Sawant, only 1 vote for her ambitious cuts over there to the SPD. So that's definitely off the table. It's not going to make it out of committee. And for people who don't understand the process, now there's 2 votes, but today is just a lot of attention around the vote, because today is when everything is in committee. And so basically, the committee is meeting right now. They're discussing all the amendments that make up Defund. Something else people might not know is that Defund isn't just an up or down vote. It's not just yes or no. Defund's made up of about 30 amendments, or 36 amendments altogether, and individual amendments. Should they keep the mounted patrol? What are they going to do with the navigation team? All these other kind of things. And so it's a bunch of amendments, and that's what's happening right now. Is that all of those amendments are coming up for committee vote, and so then all the amendments that make it out of committee today Okay, great. All the amendments that make it out of committee today go to the full council vote on Monday. So it looks like I've talked to you guys your ear off on that. We got Erik back online, so we're going to send the coverage back out there to Erik Kalligraphy, who's in the International District.
Hey, yo, yo, go this way. This way. No, we're supposed to go in this way. Right next to each other. Now, oh, sis. We gotta go that way.
No, Nathan's security with us.
Huh?
Nathan's security with us.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, Rail told me just to tell everybody I'm on it.
All right. So what we see now, protesters, they've reached City Hall Park, and they're reaching there where it looks like there's down to about 3 amendments left. And like I said, this is a very big crowd that's there. And we're going to go ahead and we'll keep an eye on this with Erik Kalligraphy down there at City Hall Park. Understanding is they're going to have an additional rally going on there. City Council is getting ready to wrap up on these amendments. There's only a few amendments left. We told you before, Councilmember Sawant's very big amendment did not make it out of committee. So we'll see what the repercussions are as far as that goes, and how she's going to try to, if she's going to support any of these other amendments that might be going on there. So this is actually Erik right here. You guys might want to give him your number. But anyways, we'll get back to Erik out there in the field.
Hello? All right, hey, quick question. Excuse me, my sweater?
Are we tired? In the back, from side to side, are we tired? Are we scared? Mic check, mic check. We're trying to get off the block. So keep coming through a little bit further. That'd be great. Just snug in.
You guys can move that way.
Just move over. Just keep going. There's a lot of space over here. Keep coming. There's a lot of space in the courtyard too.
Here. Huh? Let's see.
Community, we need you to move in. Make space for each other so we can clear the so we can bring the car brigade in.
It's so hot.
So hug, don't really hug your neighbor. COVID is still real. As Everyday March says, booty cheeks. Come together like booty cheeks. Hey. Thank you. Security, if you can bring the car brigade up to the back of the march, please. What is it, number?
Yeah.
Nice. Yo, if you're not part of Decrim, can you not be in the space? Would you move this out, please?
I'm good every day, y'all.
You said what?
Yeah,
You said we're good. Every day folks is good.
Oh, okay. I was like, let's
I'm
go.
talking about everybody else.
I just wanted to know. Why are you sitting on your seat? Sitting right on top of it.
I wish you'd sit inside of there.
I just don't want anybody on this platform.
On this whole platform?
Because of these? Because they're talking to each other?
Don't stop me. Don't stop me. See, I love you, but you're
Test 1, 2, 3. If you're supposed to speak or perform right now, please come over to the stage. I'm right here. I'm waving. I'm over here. Come over this way. I'm gonna say it one more time. If you're supposed to speak or perform, please come up onto the stairs if you can. If not, please let someone know. Thank you.
Okay, what would make sense?
That's my home. Is that so strong?
No.
Friends and fam, please make some noise. Make some noise like you care about being here. Make some noise. Hello, test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
You're good.
Okay.
It's on a slant though, it's gonna be like that.
That's fine.
All right.
Figure it out. Once. Look, I'm gonna have to hold it.
If y'all hear me better with this one, test 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. All good.
Test
Thank
1,
you.
2, 3. Y'all can hear me like this, right? All right, make some noise like you care about being here right now. Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? All right, I'm gonna introduce Tati from Everyday March with a message for y'all. Make some noise for Everyday March.
Hi guys, I'm Tati. So while we were marching, we did receive news that they didn't vote yes to defunding SPD by 50%. That doesn't mean they're not defunding them whatsoever, but I want to remind you guys that we need to fight for 50%. There are so many people out here. There are so many people out here that can come out every single day, and it does not need to be with the Everyday March. You guys can fill up every corner of Seattle and make sure you're picketing, and people know that we want to defund the police. You can call your council members, and you can make sure that they know that that's what we're asking for. I need you guys to be out here until the 10th, at least until the 10th when they make the final vote. At least. It is amazing to come out here and support a big event, but every fucking day until the 10th, you need to put pressure. If you care about Black lives, prove it. If you care enough, you will help us defund SPD by 50%. The reality of this is, if we benefit off of 50%, everybody here will. Everybody. You guys need to care. And again, you don't have to come out with the Everyday March. You can do something on your own, but you need to be out in the streets to make sure you are seen and you are heard. That is the only reason we have gotten this far, is because we've been out here making sure that we are seen and we are heard. And Decrim and King County Equity Now has been doing this for years. You guys need to make sure this happens, please, because I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed the fuck off. Thank you, guys.
Give it up one more time. Everyday March and Tati. Me? All right. It's fun. Hello? This mic is having a good. One right. This one works better. I'm just gonna hold on to both of these things. All right, cool. How y'all doing out there? Wonderful. So the Defund SPD campaign is decriminalize Seattle, King County Equity Network, King County. Hello? This microphone is racist. Okay, decriminalize Seattle. Just, hello? We're trying. Give me 1 minute.
Yo, here we go. Get an XLR for it.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I was doing. I had it.
It's like a nice little pan here.
Right. I can get my skin.
Oh my God, it's hot. For those watching, it is hot.
Hot as hell.
Pretty much.
Hot as hell. Jamara. H-E-A.
two.
All right, that's it. That's all I got. That's it. But make sure you're coming out to the morning marches and the evening marches. I am a part of Everyday March, and we would really, really appreciate if we had all these beautiful faces at our marches. Please and thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Appreciate y'all. So I'm going to go back to this. Decriminalize Seattle. King County Equity Now and protesters have been clear from the start of the uprising in Seattle. We must defund SPD by 50% and reinvest in Black community and community-based solutions to health and safety. We have 1 week to ensure City Council makes the deepest cuts possible to SPD and demand no less than 50%. This movement
So, there's lots of signal interference right now, but we'll get the stream right back here for you for a second. Sorry, the stream dropped out. But to update you now, they're going down to the last amendment. They're on the navigation team right now. It's 2 amendments about the navigation team. People might not know, navigation team here in Seattle is, it's supposed to be a group. It's actually run by Department of Human Services, and that's the team that works with the homeless and homeless encampments. And there's Seattle police officers that are on the navigation team. Now, before this whole defund thing came about in a major way, there was a lot of people who wanted to separate the police out of the navigation team. So this has actually been an issue here in the city, well before the activity that we're seeing right now. For the most part, what we're thinking is that the navigation team is probably going to get cut, at least here in committee. And like we said, this is the committee vote. And so all the amendments that actually pass here today, then they're going to get voted on Monday. So they're going to get voted on Monday. And it looks like, again, the very big amendment that Council Member Sawant had put forward to cut for 50%, that did not pass. So that won't be voted on Monday. When we get Kevin Schofield up here, we're going to talk about what amendments did pass and what that looks like, what the total amount comes up to, and everything else. So we're going to do an analysis on that. You guys, did you get Erik back? Yeah, working on it? Ah, okay. I said it's hot out there. The stream is overheating. Can you believe that one? So I think what we'll do right now is We're gonna cut this stream here. Lots of other stream footage out there. When we come back, we'll have Kevin Schofield here, and then if we get the stream before then we'll also bring Erik back up. You're watching continuous coverage here, protests on ConvergeMedia. Like I said, we're gonna cut right here, and then we'll be back probably about 5-10 minutes. Peace.